Iran? Wow, it's a long answer, I need to say. I think the desert is a big part of the country, but of course I heard so much about the different landscapes in Iran as well. For example, in the west, there's beautiful mountains, and I also heard that in the south also have an island, right? So yeah, it offers a lot of different landscapes. Whether you like a really hot desert, I also heard that in the north there should be some skiing resorts. So it offers a lot. Iran is very mysterious to me. Like I've been thinking about going to this place for a long time because I like history, and in particular I'm fascinated by Persian culture. So Persepolis is really one of on the top of my bucket list.
What's your name?
Rebecca.
Where are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
What's your plan in the Mess Desert?
Mess Desert. Well, I will go to have a desert tour, exploring some different landscapes within the desert, and then maybe I will do a camel ride. I've done a little walking, maybe a little more, and then before the evening, I would say I will see the sunset here, and I will pitch a camp and do camping in a tent, spending the time, I think, quiet time tonight in the desert.
Should be.
Yeah.
Now, desert tour with Rebecca. How was your trip, and what about last night?
Yeah, I enjoyed staying one night in the desert. It's a very special experience. When we arrived in the desert, it's still just before sunset, so we were just in time to see the sunset, which was very beautiful when the shades of the sand dunes shine on the sand. So it's a very beautiful landscape. So we set up a camp there, and then we started using the log wood to make fire, which is very easy because it is very dry here. And then we started having some music, which I really enjoy. Like we are in a desert party, and we had a very good dinner, which is chicken kebab. So it's very delicious and a good dinner for desert. And we spend the night watching the sky, which is very clear, cloudless, and so many stars. Beautiful night. And actually the weather at nighttime in the desert is really not as cold as I thought. It's very comfortable. So I had a very nice sleep, and then the next morning I got up just in time to see sunrise. So it makes the whole night complete.
Good, sounds good. And also, do you have any recommended for people who watch this video?
I think it's a very nice destination if you stop by Iran, you travel to Iran to experience different landscapes. And I think the desert here is a very good choice if you have stopped by cities like Shiraz and Yaz and Isfahan. It's just in the middle, so I think it's a very good choice if you want to experience something different before you head to other major like tourist attractions in Iran.
Also, about your trip, is it easy for a lone lady in Iran?
Yeah, well, I always travel alone to different places, to different countries in the world, and Iran is very safe, and I think actually it's quite easy for a solo woman to travel here. I never feel any, having any safety issues here. Everybody maybe, well, you will see some people looking curious at me, but they're all very friendly. They look at me smiling, and I feel like a superstar here actually. I have been stopped by so many people on the street, and I don't know what they're asking for, but at the end they're just asking to take a photo with me, like a selfie or something. So I don't really have any issues at all. It's so easy. Even for not talking about a solo woman, but any solo traveler, because the cost of traveling is not really that much. So it is quite easy to travel around by yourself on public transport, like by bus or by like even taxi. It's quite easy to access, to everywhere.